I am honored to serve as co-chair of the Build to Serve, Grow and Love campaign, which will make the renovation of our ministry wing possible. I was asked to share my thoughts on a theme today. That theme is the need to give. My first thought, well, after, oh no, more public speaking, was this will not be a challenge to talk about giving to this wonderful congregation. When I think of Midvale, I always go straight to the word community. It's even in our name. It's who we are, it's what we practice through worship, council and committee priorities, youth activities, service to others through outreach efforts, and it's a big part of our giving. For just a couple of examples, just talk to our social ministry committee members or immigration action team if you'd like to learn more about the many ways we give to our communities. And this Midvale Lutheran community really loves to give. In the almost 20 years that my family and I have been members, I can't recall ever being involved in a conversation or committee or project where people said, you know, I think we're good. We've welcomed enough, we've reached out enough, we've given enough, let's just stop here. No, in fact, it's always the opposite. This church community is filled with people inspired by Jesus Christ and our shared faith, asking, what more can we do? Who else can we invite? What else can we give? Frankly, this ethos is a big part of why I'm a member here, why my family has made this our church home. I believe as Christians we are called to give. In fact, I bet most of you believe we need to give. A phrase was shared with me recently. It says, you can give without loving, but you cannot love without giving. That speaks to me. We don't only give because it feels like the right thing to do. Yes, I do believe that it is scripturally sound to give to others. But if you really think about it, I can't imagine loving someone, something, without also wanting to give along with that love. Giving is one of the strongest ways we can show our love. This relationship between loving and giving brings me to the Bible verse chosen to support our campaign, from 1 Thessalonians 3:12. And may the Lord make you increase and abound in love for one another and for all. Giving is key to our interactions as a congregation, not because we have to, but because that's how we can support and love each other, and in turn, receive support to increase and abound in love for one another. I've seen over and over that you all love each other and love to give in so many ways. This project, aptly named Build to Serve, Grow and Love, is all about caring for the structures that support our community and how we share our love. We know we must take care of our church building, or our house, if you will, to support all the giving and community building that is created through this space. And that includes caring for the staff and volunteers that work within our house. I'm enthusiastic about supporting this campaign because it's my chance to give to some of the parts of our Midvale community that I value the most: our pastors and staff, our ability to better engage with more community groups through our space, and of course, supporting our kids through improving their experiences with our building. Also, we are so fortunate to have a church that has so many kids involved. I don't believe this is an accident, and as a parent, I'm forever grateful to Brenda, Marita, our pastors, and the many other staff and volunteers who have invested heavily in our youth. I see this campaign as an extension of that, an investment in our love for our youth. Finally, when Pastor Katie asked me to consider co-chairing this campaign effort, I immediately said yes. And no, not just because it's almost impossible to say no to Pastor Katie, which it is, but because I knew this is a necessary next step to care for our church home, and because I knew that this community would undoubtedly step up and give. Because you always do. And I've witnessed time and again the wonderful outcomes of that giving on our congregation, our ministries, our youth, our community. Thank you.